my independent and compassionate Aquarius friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. Aquarius, as this week unfolds, you may sense a subtle restlessness just beneath your calm surface. There's a private current running through your thoughts, a feeling that something new is calling you, but you haven't named it yet. It's not dissatisfaction with your life as it is, but a gentle tension, an in-between place where what once inspired you no longer feels quite enough. You might notice yourself replaying old hopes, questioning whether they still fit, or feeling an urge to reach for more vivid possibilities. Yet, even as your mind casts ahead, you're keenly aware of the unknowns that come with change. There's a quiet courage gathering in you, even if you haven't shared it aloud. This week, your heart may be caught between loyalty to what you've built and the magnetic pull of what could be, both beautiful and uneasy, both familiar and unfamiliar. The sense of anticipation is steady but not urgent. You are simply listening, noticing, waiting for the right sign that it's time to move. That quiet alertness is the essence of your inner state right now, and it's mirrored by the Page of Wands. This isn't about visible action, but the awakening of curiosity and the flicker of inspiration starting to take hold. You're not impulsive in this space. Instead, you're gently turning ideas over, peering into new corners of your imagination. You may catch yourself daydreaming about unexplored interests or feeling drawn to conversations and images that spark your sense of possibility. There's a freshness to these stirrings. They don't come with the weight of obligation or expectation. Instead, they carry an innocent kind of hope, a belief that there's more to discover if you allow yourself to follow where your spirit leads. Emotionally, you're aware of the risks. There's a vulnerability in letting yourself become interested in something new, especially when it means admitting that your old routines or passions might not satisfy you forever. You might feel a flicker of guilt for wanting more, or a hesitation to disrupt what's working. Yet the urge to explore is gentle, not reckless. You're not trying to upend your life or abandon your responsibilities. You're simply opening a window, allowing a fresh breeze to enter and seeing how it feels. That little ember of interest has the potential to become something brighter, but for now you're content to hold it softly, protecting it from the winds of doubt or criticism. In this space, you're patient with yourself, curious but cautious, alert but not anxious. It's the beginning of a new chapter, but you're not in a hurry to write it. From this place of gentle anticipation, the road ahead starts to take shape. The tentative excitement you feel doesn't stay contained inside you. It begins to ripple out, influencing the choices and situations that gather around you. This inner readiness for something new, however quiet, draws opportunities and challenges into your field. The more you listen to those stirrings, the more you notice doors you hadn't seen before, or at least you start to wonder if they might open for you. Your attention sharpens. You weigh possibilities, not out of restlessness, but with genuine curiosity. The path that lies ahead is shaped by what you are willing to notice and nurture. Now, the 7 of Pentacles steps into view, describing the texture of your upcoming week. Here, the energy shifts from pure possibility to the friction of reality. What once felt simple in your imagination now meets the practicalities of daily life. You may find yourself assessing your current projects or commitments with a more critical eye. There's a pressure to evaluate what's working and what feels stagnant. You might feel a slow-building impatience, a sense that you've invested so much energy and time into certain efforts, and now you're quietly asking yourself if the return has been worth it. It's not frustration so much as a sober, honest reckoning, a willingness to pause, reflect, and examine the yield of your recent actions. This week, the world seems to mirror your internal questions. Conversations may arise that ask you to account for your choices, or you may notice situations where the results fall short of your hopes. The pressure to keep cultivating what you've already started is real. Perhaps you feel the weight of responsibility for others, or a sense that you can't simply walk away from what you've planted. There's momentum here. Routines, expectations, and the practical needs of those around you all exert their pull. Yet beneath this, you're aware that time is passing. The seeds you sowed long ago have grown into something substantial, and the harvest, whether abundant or lean, is now visible. You feel the quiet friction between what was once exciting and what now feels obligatory. This isn't a crisis but a crossroads. You're being asked in subtle ways to decide where your energy will go next. The pressure is gentle but persistent, inviting you to look honestly at what you're building and to consider whether you want to keep investing in the same direction. The experience of tending, waiting, and assessing may not bring instant clarity. Some days you may feel proud of how far you've come. Other times you may wonder if you want to keep watering the same garden. There is momentum here, yes, but it doesn't have to define your next move. Instead, it gives you a chance to honor your past efforts while making space for new possibilities. The discomfort of this in-between phase is a sign that you're growing. It's a necessary part of the process, not an obstacle. Yet what comes next is never automatic. The possibilities ahead depend on what you choose to bring to this moment. If you meet your circumstances with honesty and openness, the next step reveals itself, not as a demand but as an invitation. This week, your growth is shaped not by what happens to you, but by how you respond to the subtle pressures and invitations in your path. You are not bound by past investments or old ideas of success unless you decide to be. The door to a deeper fulfillment is quietly ajar, waiting for your conscious engagement. The Eight of Cups arrives here, not as a dramatic ending, but as a gentle shift in direction. This card's energy isn't about abandoning everything or burning bridges. Instead, it's a soft invitation to recognize when something has run its course in your life. Growth in this context means allowing yourself to step away from what no longer nourishes you, even if it once meant everything. There's a quiet wisdom in knowing when to release, and a deep trust that what you walk toward will offer something truer to your needs and spirit. This week, your potential lies in your willingness to honor what your heart is telling you. Perhaps there's a situation, commitment, or dream that has become comfortable but no longer inspiring. You may not need to make any dramatic moves. Sometimes, the simple act of acknowledging what you're ready to let go opens the way for new energy to enter. The Eight of Cups is about listening to the quiet longing for deeper meaning and allowing yourself to seek it, even if the path ahead is uncertain. You don't have to know exactly where you're headed. The act of turning toward what feels more authentic is enough. Growth is possible when you trust your own timing and give yourself permission to move on gently when the time feels right. Taken together, these three cards tell a story of emergence, patience, and quiet transformation. The Page of Wands reflects the initial spark, the restlessness that stirs when your spirit is ready for something new. The Seven of Pentacles grounds you in the reality of your current harvest, asking you to reflect on where you've invested your energy and whether it still feels fulfilling. The Eight of Cups speaks to the honest, sometimes bittersweet decision to release what no longer feeds your soul, creating space for deeper purpose. None of this unfolds in haste. Each phase is necessary, each emotion is valid. You are not being asked to leap, but to listen, reflect, and trust the gentle nudges within. As you move through this week, there is reassurance in knowing that your journey is unfolding in its own time. Even if clarity comes slowly, you are already moving closer to what you truly seek. The tension you feel is not a sign of failure, but evidence of your readiness to grow. You can trust yourself to know when it's time to stay and when it's time to move on. Actionable insights for Aquarius this week. Let yourself notice what feels tired or stale just for today. Try spending a quiet moment reflecting on what quietly excites you now, even if it surprises you. Allow the feeling of uncertainty to sit beside your curiosity without needing to resolve it. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I feel the quiet shift within me. My own curiosity is a source of strength. I honor what has brought me here so far. I trust myself to choose what matters most. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.